What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to trim our bumpers and we are going to install this F-Sport style front grille. Now, I did order this on AliExpress and it did take about a month, a little bit over a month maybe, or about a month to ship, and it came in damaged. It actually cracked in two pieces right here, and I used plastic weld to glue it back on. Now, I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions for me about this, but I'll leave that for later on in the video. But just know that dealing with a Asia-based company is completely different from dealing with a company that's out in the US. That's all I can say for now. But let's start with trimming the bumpers, and then we can install the front grille, and I'll let you guys know what happened. Like always, we're always gonna start from the rear end. Bam! Alright, so to start off, we're gonna go ahead and take off these mud flaps here, and they're gonna use T30 torque screw bit, but we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. If you guys are curious which screw I'm talking about, it's this last one right here. Alrighty, so this is what the cap looks like. So for the bottom screw I was talking about, it's a Phillips screwdriver head, and you got to get some pliers to squeeze these together so it can come out, and then you just screw it out. And then there's a clip right here where you just slide off as soon as you get all three screws out. But yeah. Alrighty, so this is the game plan. So I'm pretty much going to try to reuse this rear mud flap, and I'm going to pretty much follow this lower body line right here and just give it a mild trim, and it's going to go all the way around and right under the red reflectors. And it's gonna give it a little mild trim because I don't know, I feel like I still have the rear tire down there and I don't want it to be seen too much, but we'll see how I like it. If I don't like it, then I'm gonna start from the bottom line and I'm gonna go all the way above the reflector, and it'll pretty much delete that, and then yeah, we're gonna go from there. But let's try out the bottom one and see how we like it. Alrighty, so I got the bumper all taped up all the way around. Everything lines up pretty well. And today we are going to be using a jigsaw to cut this. This is what I got so far. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Dang, that is way overexposed. Bam. It's pretty decent, but I don't know. I feel like it's still not aggressive enough. Let me know in the comment section below. If you guys were to do a similar cut to this is how it would look. But I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna actually go all the way up to here and then go down to here. Yeah, let's keep cutting. But I'm glad I did this so you guys can get an idea what it looks like if you were to cut with the first body line. And we're also gonna cut this a different way. The way I did it initially, where I just taped it up and I try to follow the edges of the tape, it made it kind of hard to follow the lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it up, and then I'm going to get a ruler and I'm going to measure everything, mark it up, and then follow that line. I think that's like much easier, but we still got some work to do, so let's get on with it. Alrighty, so here are my new cut lines. So I'm still going to start at the same end, and I'm just going to go all the way up, all the way to above the reflector, all the way around, and this can curve down, and bam. So I found like random points to make sure both sides is like pretty close. So you should probably do that if you're planning to do something like this, just to make sure it's symmetrical. But let's get on with the cutting. Alright, I think I'm done with the cut. Oh my goodness, it looks so good. I think it looks way more aggressive like this. Let me know what you guys think. Oh my goodness. Woo! I'm really digging this cut. I'm glad I made that angle right there. A little quick tip too. If you guys are right-handed, I would start on the right-hand side if you guys are using something like a jigsaw like I am. It was way easier to get much straighter cuts, because when I first did the initial one, the lower one, I started on this side and it was a little harder, and And to be honest, the cut was not clean. That's why I decided to cut above the reflector, and I'm glad I did. And I was probably gonna end up doing that anyways, because it looks so much better like this. Oh my goodness. So now I gotta work on the caps, and then we are good to go. But let me know what you guys think of this cut so far. Alrighty, so the next step is to now modify this rear mud flap. So we don't have this section right here. Alrighty, so I got it slightly mocked on. Now, next step is to pretty much apply some tape, draw the lines, and then start cutting the... Oh yeah, so I got it out. I got it all cut up. Now it's time to reinstall this thing, and then let's see how it looks. Oh my goodness. That looks so good. Holy crap. Woo! Let's get this angle right here. Oh yeah. I'm pretty happy with this bumper cut. That actually looks really good. Woo! And that rear cap lines up pretty nicely. Alright, time to get the other side done, and then we can start working on the fronts. Alright, so the rear is now done. Next step, to the fronts now. So the front, we're just gonna do a pretty simple one. We're just gonna go straight cut and just trim a little bit from here. So it's gonna pretty much look like the Edgar haircut, if you guys know what that is. I mean, I'm sure you guys seen this cut before, but I think it looks the cleanest and the easiest to do, because you just cut a straight line and you follow the body lines right there. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll be done. Alright, to finish up the Edgar haircut, we're gonna go ahead and trim the sides right here, just so it matches this line right here. But yeah, let's get it. Alrighty, so we got a little bit of rain last night, so I did have to go to my friend's shop to finish up the fronts. That's why we didn't do a lot of talking, but we just got to work. But this is what it looks like with the Edgar bumper chop. Woo! Looks so much better. And I love how the rear looks too. It's like pretty much like OEM Plus. But I feel like I did mess up on the lineup a little bit on this Edgar cut, because I didn't want to cut past this bolt right here. So I just did my best and I filed it down and tried to make it as straight as possible. But you know what you guys think? Get a saw and then saw off this end right here, maybe like right here, and I think it'll finish up the look. But so far so good. We aren't done yet. I think the next step now is to finally work on the grill. So let's get to it. All right, time to open up, pop the hood. All right, so to take off the front grill is pretty easy. You just got to take off these bolts right here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, it's missing a nut right here actually. Nice. Where'd that go? We got these two right here, and then we got this hood latch as well. It was just 2 bolts. So we're gonna go ahead. I believe they should be like 10 mil. So we're gonna get a 10 mil socket and then take it out. So I did get a bunch of broken tabs. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Wow. Woo! There she is. Remember that little crack I was telling you guys about in the beginning of the video? Bam. Well, before we move on, let's talk about it. So, about the end of January I ordered this. It took about 1 month to ship. As soon as it got here, this came in cracked in 2 different places. So I contacted the company since they had a free 1-year exchange service. So I thought it was gonna be smooth sailing, but that was not the case. So what happens when they gave me the runaround, they try to make me go through AliExpress, yada yada yada. They did a lot of, they told me to do a lot of weird stuff. They told me to file a dispute with like different reasons other than the item was broken so they wouldn't get in trouble. And I was like, okay, as long as I get my exchange, I'll do whatever I need to do. But that didn't work out. AliExpress only offered me like $20 exchange. I mean, $20 refund instead of a full refund, because that's what they asked. They told me to file a dispute for a full refund, and then as soon as I get my refund, place another order and wait another month. I was like, that is kind of messed up, you know? How are you gonna make me wait another month? So I kept hounding on them, and we finally agreed that they send me another one, but I just pay for it and I get to keep this broken one right here. So I ended up paying $40. They initially told me to pay $70, but I told them it was kind of messed up, so I got it down to $40. And yeah, that was the story behind that. Yeah, I forget, this is a company based out in Asia. This is not a US based company. You know, if it was a US based company, I mean, I'm sure they would take care of it right away, because they don't want this video to go up. But it's okay. I'm not too mad about it, but if you guys are planning to order this off AliExpress, this is something you might have to expect if your order comes in damaged. But aside from that, I mean, it's pretty decent. I like the quality of it, and I like that it came with a badge right here. And apparently this is a GX470 badge right here, so that's pretty dope. But anyways, besides all that, let's get on with the install. All right, so pretty much you want to pull this off the OEM one. You just yank it really hard and it slides out. So it'll be easier if you guys had a pick or something, but you know, or if I had a pick, because I'm doing the install right now. But I don't want to find it, so we're gonna just try it this way. It did come with hardware, but I think I'm gonna just reuse these OEM ones. I think it'll be a lot better. Whew, alright. Alrighty, so I got them all out. Actually only got them all, but except for 2. We're gonna go ahead and flip this one aside. Bam. And then pretty much gonna slide these ones in. Just slide right in like that. Boom. Alrighty, so I was able to get all of them except for one, so we're just going to use some of the hardware that they provided. Alrighty, so we got that on. Now the next step is to install this, actually. So we're going to flip it on the other side, and then pretty much going to get it on. So they gave us 2 screws, and you pretty much screw in the top. Alrighty, so it snaps right in, and then you just install the screws over here. Alright, so pretty much you just clip in the badge, and then you just screw in these 2 on top, and you're good to go. don't know how good that hold, but that should do. Alrighty, so I got everything installed. I think it's time to put it on the car. Let's go. Got it all lined up. Now it's time to screw it back in. Alright, so I was an idiot. I actually put the latch in on the opposite end and I almost got it stuck, but luckily I got it out. So this is how it's supposed to sit. So the latch is supposed to be on the right side and it sits on top of the tab of the grill. Whew, that kind of scared me a little bit, not gonna lie, but everything is pretty decent. Now it should close. Open back up. Whew. Oh man, it looks so much better already. Holy crap. Now there is a little bit of gap on top, as you can see right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you could see a little gap right here, right on top, but overall fit's pretty decent. And it looks pretty good too. Wow. Definitely changes the look of the car. Woo! Made it just in time, just for this SoCal rain to touchdown. Wow, just finished everything. The rear bump chop was awesome. The front Edgar chop was cool. And on top of that, the F Sport style front grille was dope. Besides the fact that I had to deal with all that AliExpress and seller crap. I mean, it is what it is, right? But I think everything ties in really nicely. Can't wait to go camping next week. It's gonna be a fun video next week for you guys. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.